frozen fields of Elsa lay before the corrupting evil. These would have to be crossed to follow Meltisand. Yet the Alliance watched the area as much an obstacle as the cold itself. But the cold had gotten worse of late, as if to say, winter is coming. Slowly it began to look as if the area had been cursed by a prickly ice princess. In reality, it was the presence of ice-cold evil. A group of fanatical Meltisand followers, the Brotherhood Without Hammers, also came to the fields of Elsa intent on setting up shop. The corrupting evil would put their plans on ice.
Hello Lazarus. Welcome. We'll play Warcraft 2 as soon as we have enough people to play. Let's recruit two of those.
The first of the Brotherhood's followers had arrived in the fields of Elsa and built their main camp. Shortly thereafter, they sent a construction team to build an outpost. That would, of course, be nothing less than a suicide mission. It says here, quote, the workers build a spawner, unquote. Spawner? What's that supposed to be? Oh, a house. Why doesn't it say house then? What a load of horseshit. The Brotherhood's workers enthusiastically began to build a cozy wooden house for their fighting comrades. In addition, they built a few impressively large catapults that made a distinctly unpleasant impression, but that would not stop the mindless army.
Wait, they can build stuff too? It's new.
And neither would the quickly erected watchtowers. Wonderful. The tidying up evil would have a great time with the creative dismantling of these facilities.
Almost as much as I will.
Alright. We're starting to dig in pretty well. We are in need of more. Why do we have... We have 3 of those already. Evelyn. I'm sorry, I have nothing for you. I don't have another crystal yet. I'm gonna keep her. She can be tossed away like the rest of them. I'm gonna keep building more room for that. This looks like a good position for that kind of room, I guess. Can always make it bigger, but I will make it bigger. Toward the entrance, I probably want to have a trap here, and maybe I'll build I'm thinking a bit. Yeah, I'll build the tank here. The tanks are gonna stand here. That'll be great. Can always fill that up. already gonna fill this up. See what we do with this room after. Should be more than 100%. It's like only one door. Are you kidding me?
It's payday.
Already payday. So the lab is gonna be here, and the zombies are gonna sit tight here. Gonna give them some workshop. Like here. Or here. Why not? I'm gonna have to think a bit because, yeah, I'm gonna have to make it bigger. Six, three, one zombie. Let's go. Fine. Let's get that.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Hello. Oh, you have COVID? You should be fine though. You should be fine. I don't think people die from that anymore. But it's uh-oh. It's a problem. That's done. Wasn't too hard actually. Alright. Staying home, that means you can play Warcraft 2, no? If that means what I think it means. Yes. Oh, that we don't care about too much. All good. Should be all good. As you can have fun, you know. It's the most important part. The only important one, I would say. Not enough clay pots.
It's
What it is.
payday.
Just you tell me if we have enough people to play Warcraft 2. Of course, I will stop playing this and we'll head into it with great pleasure, as usual. Good to work, buddy. Yeah, it's not looking too good. I'm making them walk way too long. We have a treasure room here, treasure room here. That said, it's good to have a few treasure rooms around. Ah.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh, they're actually trying to open the door. That's cute. Yeah, but they're still gonna go through here, of course. Yeah, the girls they do fight well. One of the most important upgrade. Oh, we already have that. Okay. Good.
And another group of workers once again shuffles off to build an outpost. Was there anyone awake at the corrupting evils to stop this troop at least?
Ah, they want me to stop it. I guess we can do something about it. We'll try. Small force. That's what it is.
Once again, a working party completed an outpost. It seemed as if the corrupting evil was frozen into an ice statue.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know. I didn't listen properly to what he was saying. We didn't know that. Okay, there's a little bit too much here. Uh-oh. How do I stop this though?
It's payday.
Try probably gone first. Oh well, I was too passionate about building my stuff. We're gonna upgrade this as soon as possible, and the banshees. Already have level 2? So we need to research it. Oh yeah, we need to. Every time there's gonna be stuff to kill.
An avalanche surprised the yawning evil troops. Out of the rubble rose a massive monstrosity with 8 legs. The Spider Queen. Wait a minute. The same old gag joke as in the main game. And how many Spider Queens are there anyway? Couldn't they have used something else here? How about an ice spider? I heard about these people in the north that ride ice spiders. These developers nowadays, no creativity whatsoever, I swear.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. Okay. Let's get back to the dungeon, boys. We may need some more help.
Just a moment, my dog is trying to eat my slipper. Let it go! Let it go! Oh, I can hardly hold him back anymore. So that's that then. Damn! I can't get that song out of my head.
Well, okay, right.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
It's quite a party. Alright. We can keep digging here, see what there is. And here. Maybe here.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Again. So apparently we can stop them from constructing stuff here. Probably would have been a good, a smart choice to do, but then again, that's what it is. Oh, we need a cemetery, so we can start resurrecting our bodies or fallen corpses.
Your throne room is under attack.
Already?
It's payday.
They finally got their way through. Dungeon of War 2. Oh, Warcraft 2 as soon as we have enough people to play. Alright, let's are you guys we have okay, let's play then. Let's play. We're gonna finish this very quickly here. Up, there we go. Save. And we're gonna be set to it. Oh, apparently we were just fighting when we left the last time. Good stuff here. I should probably building something like a treasure room here because these guys are working way too long. I'm gonna build it here and here. And then I'll consider moving that stuff around. Building the traps. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous to have to build all that.
The corrupting evil's rickety workers dug their way into a section of the underworld obviously controlled by the Horde. What were the Greenskins doing here? What were they up to? Where were they going? And why didn't the producers of Michael's Fairy Tale Fiesta call me back to hire me as their speaker? Questions upon questions. The best answer would certainly be to completely and absolutely obliterate Horde Dungeon forever.
Obliterate Horde Dungeon forever? Alright. Well, we probably opened it a little bit too quick here. But it is what it is. We probably want to have a little bit more zombies. Have room for this? I guess. My gold, don't you dare.
And once again, a few workers set out to build an outpost.
Wait a second, I'm losing all the XP here. What? We need to fight, bro. Yeah, I want the XP. Oh, he's not learning XP. He's not learning anything. Oh, wow. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna construct a treasure room here, and I'm gonna construct a guard room about as close as I can construct it from here, so I can get the XP from the fights a little bit at least. We'll see. For the time being, we'll
Damn
just
it,
craft the gold.
honestly! You let another troop of workers get through? Okay.
Well, sorry.
No
That's
more
what it is.
excuses. Destroy those outposts and don't let any more workers get through.
Sure. He's actually bossing me around. Wow. I'm getting bossed around. Right. So we're gonna dig like this, probably. Up, and we're gonna close.
Enemies
right
have
here.
entered the dungeon. It's payday. There are enemies in your dungeon.
They're actually not taking my gold, that's good. Beat the orcs.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
That's the best room. Oh, I couldn't move him. Took a cadaver instead.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
That's a bit much. That is not looking good. Oh my, this is where we die, I think. It's way too much stuff. Can we defend the throne room, guys? Is it possible?
Your throne room
Maybe?
is under attack.
It's taking so much damage here. I think we can. I think we survive. It's all good. All good in the hood. Holy cow, man. Woo!
It's payday.
I'm gonna stab her to death. There you go. She can die. I can resurrect her, it's fine. I'm an evil beast, for sure. I'm very evil.
Hello?
We're gonna make 2 more
The
rows.
Horde has invaded your dungeon and you do nothing. Nothing. Move it, you lazy cur. Wipe out those greenskins.
I can't. I don't have the forces.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Uh-oh. 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 Still. That is trouble. That is trouble. Holy moly. Okay, we're gonna grab all of those. We're gonna grab everything we can to defend. Hey, on you. Wait a second. Bartas is actually handling that like a champ. Holy moly. Bartas the champion. Yeah, we need to kill this. But these guys are pretty strong. They're not ready yet. Sadly. We have too much gold here. Let's lay it down. Right there, I suppose. And we'll close this. We don't need that. We can open this like this then.
And again, a few workers set out to build an outpost. Do you think these
we're
ways
gonna
are
need to-
eventually going to get wretchedly boring? I mean, do you think people will really want to play that? It's so repetitive.
It's so good. He's so
No,
happy
no,
about me
no,
not fixing it.
I wasn't hired on for game design. I'll just go back to reading my lines. Hopefully, someone was hired for game design.
Oh, he's so angry. That's so good. I love it. I don't plan on... By the way, I'm gonna make him very mad. I don't plan on stopping those. I'm gonna let him build everything. See if the scenario has a plan for me, not obeying. Probably already does, because he's quite angry. So I believe we already succeeded in the mission. If the known success of the mission. Alright. We have to upgrade the second guy.
Once again, a working party completed an outpost. It seemed as if the corrupting evil was frozen into an ice statue.
I'm an ice statue.
Corrupting evil? Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a man? He's so mad, I love it. It's so good, man. It's just so good. Alright. We're done upgrading that guy. We'll upgrade down the two bats we just created. You wanna build a snowman? And you girl, you go. Upgrade yourself. Didn't I upgrade one? Never? You wanna build a snowman? Alright, here we go.
Enemies
Here we go.
have entered the dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon. It's payday.
Perfect.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Again. Uh-oh. These are stronger.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have super upgraded troops because of this. Perfect.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Already again. So you can relax there. There's enough people on the mana. What? Oh! That is not planned. You know what we're gonna do with it? Except maybe you. Whatever. We're gonna deal with the dungeons invaders. Yeah, I mean not invaders, but you know the orcs. Where do I drop them first? Here? In the room with the 2 trolls, what could go wrong? Or here.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Oh, never mind, we don't have the time to drop anyone anywhere because we're gonna do this instead. Let's go attack the orcs. Where are they coming from? Here? Probably, right? They have the healers though, that's the
Enemies
problem.
have entered the dungeon.
Again? I don't have the time to react. Never mind.
Payday.
Another Brotherhood working party set out on their way. Did they have their hammers with them this time?
He's getting less angry by the time. Alright, I could actually give them a treasure room here so that they can grab the money without getting too far.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I guess that didn't work out. I'm gonna let them grab the money.
The Brotherhood had actually managed to erect an outpost. The failing evil was a little ashamed. At least, it should be.
It's not really though, but not really a shame, to be fair. I mean, you can go have a bath, bro. Like, isn't there enough room here? Maybe not. Okay, maybe not enough room. Oh well. I could add one here or here. Something like that would be big enough.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more traps than that. Yeah, Alright. A bit more. For you guys to do nothing, it's good.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Yeah, waiting for the one. XP dungeon. More XP, please.
It's payday.
And you grab the gold wherever it is, guys.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yeah, it's gonna be non-stop now that I didn't stop them from constructing the outposts. Okay, we need more troops.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
It's gonna be non-stop now. Oh no. Guess we can afford one more.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Not going to where I thought they would. They're getting storm killed. Is that the shorter way? No, this is the shorter path by far. But I guess...
And again, a few workers set out to build an outpost. Do you think these waves are eventually going to get wretchedly boring? I mean, do you think people will really want to play that? It's so repetitive. What? No, I know. I wasn't hired on for game design. I'll just go back to reading my lines. Hopefully, someone will hire.
I just threw away my demons. Oh my god. That was a misclick. How many of them did I kill? 2, I think. That is a shame. That is a shame. Alright. Straight into the evolution chamber. That is a waste of a long time of XP. That is
There
very
are
terrible.
enemies in your dungeon.
Actually. Quite sad about what I just did. That's a big mistake. Yeah, we need to stop this influx of enemies. What we could try is to slow them so much that they finally meet each other during the thing. It's dead.
Hello? Anyone home? Workers are building one outpost after the next, and the dozing evil sits around on its icy butt. Would someone
Yes.
please be kind enough to, in future, intercept
Yes.
these workers before they can build an outpost?
No,
There are enemies in your dungeon.
we're not gonna do that. Oh, they're fighting each other now.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. I'm here all week.
Yeah, my demon should be super strong after a few of those runs, I suppose. Like an Apex.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Sadly, they probably won't be working as much, but that's what it is.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Right. Can build one of those, I suppose.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yeah.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
And
Another brother
Banshee are really strong.
set out on their way. Did they have their hammers with them this time?
Payday.
oh, he's just a TP over it. What?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
This is a little frustrating. I mean, here I sit trying to point out all the outposts and workers that threaten the dungeon. And the naive eagle sits there twiddling its thumbs and making no attempt to attack anything. Are my warnings worth
Exactly.
less just because I don't have my own avatar in the game?
You probably need an avatar on the game, that's true. Imagine if you had an avatar on the game. My stuff is actually not attacking, what the fuck? I don't think I need to attack them though, they are really damaged. I can make sure that they are more damaged.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I guess it doesn't work very well. at least one of the banshees. You finished researching that?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
This is gonna be necessary. We did upgrade it, wow. We could also upgrade it. Holy moly. Alright, cemetery. Do we do this? I think I increase it by 2, like this. Need more rooms. More room for corpses. I could build a cemetery
There are
right
enemies
next,
in your dungeon.
right next to this, actually. I got the one that showed up for this.
There are enemies in your dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
That is a lot.
It's payday.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of people alive. Ooh, no, actually. You are going to retreat. Here. Boys. Here. There's a lot. A lot to deal with here. Orcs and humans are fighting together. We still have a lot of assassins. So that these are the worst.
Your throne room is under attack.
And once again, workers set out towards an outpost. The corrupting evil would certainly stop them this time.
Holy cow. That is gonna be tough. Oh my god. Holy moly. It doesn't look good. I'm not gonna lie. Can it be the end? Maybe if I didn't throw down.
Had left an outpost undamaged so long that even the maintenance workers had nothing to do and left to raid the ground. Hell of a job.
OMG. We did it. We survived. For now. They're still coming, but...
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
It's endless. Endless. That's the only issue.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
They're all pushed there. Alright, better. I'm gonna need more of those. They are doing so much damage right now. And I kind of feel like we are not in lack of them.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Payday.
No payday now. Holy crap. control. That's because they actually mind control her. Mind control is salty. Dang. Damn, she's strong. Wow.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Sorry.
The frozen fields of Ulsa were allegedly once ruled by an evil ice king who abducted princesses at random. Luckily, though, he was defeated by a boy and his magical dog.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Alright.
The Spider Queen was history? Again? Well, the corrupting evil had thereby opened another path at any rate. What would it hold? Maybe a giant ice spider with a rider? No? Oh. Well, I guess we can always dream.
I had a dream once. Everyone died.
And
Yeah, the
another
lack of
squad
healing
worker
is annoying.
marched out to set up an outpost. This was slowly turning into a true labor movement.
But I think we can do it. I think we can still survive while we are doing this. Getting more of those. Eventually I'll need a force that's much stronger than this. if I want
Enemies
to
have
kill all that.
entered the dungeon.
I think that's it for the outpost. I don't think there is more. Maybe this is an outpost they need to build as well. Ooh.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Normally, the corrupting evil would have followed the narrator's instructions, that means, and intercepted the workers and destroyed the outpost. Obviously, neither had happened, for a workman had once again reached an expanded camp and then simply marched in the overpowered evil's dungeon.
The zombie can go back into the zombie thing. We need that. Obviously we are... We're fighting a lot, so that would be worth to have.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yeah, I'm killing her. She can revive.
Payday.
And she won't get paid, that's good. There's actually advanced traps. We probably need those. We have 4 of those bad boys, which none of them is here, which the 2 weakest would fight. Same for those 2 bad girls, and a little bit more of those 2.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
At least the hand is fighting better.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Good stuff.
There are enemies in your dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon.
And another group of workers once again shuffles off to build an outpost. Was there anyone awake at the corrupting evils to stop this troop at least?
Of course not. Of course we're not gonna stop them. We need this. We're gonna need this too.
Payday.
Ouch, got a lot of gold.
Additional construction workers reached a fully intact camp. There was neither anything to repair nor women to whistle at. So, after a short break, they all set out into the corrupting evils dungeon.
More demons, more enemies.
There are enemies in your dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Good stuff. Okay, so we still have those two to upgrade.
There are enemies in your dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon. It's payday. There are enemies in your dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Ouch.
And once again, a few workers set out to build an outpost.
And once again... Right, we need to deal with the orcs, I suppose. We're gonna deal with the orcs so that we are alone on in the dungeon. And then we'll deal with the outposts. How about that? We move out. Can pretty much end the game, I think. We just move out and kill everything.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I guess we could do that.
There are
Just move
enemies
out.
in your dungeon.
The orcs are easy to beat.
And again, some workers reached an intact outpost the dawdling evil had failed to destroy. Shortly after their arrival, the workers became bored and decided to attack the dungeon.
Let's start controlling. I don't think there is more outposts. I think we.
That reminds me, I once had a snowman named Olaf, until the dog ate his carrot nose. I almost melted with grief. But some things are worth melting for. Hey, who writes this script? Just so they can get in one more cartoon quote.
Maybe we don't want to fight this. Crayons are a little bit OP.
Payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Nice. Right, demons are starting to be a little bit more open, which is good. And can remove one of those.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yeah, you can die and res.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I'm not gonna be improving that. I might be improving this. Actually. So we killed one of those. We need to kill this, then this. And then maybe we have
There are
time to kill
enemies
the
in your
others.
dungeon.
Oh, I can put in the way actually. Good stuff. Oh, we need more room. Oh, we are ready. Cool. Okay. Well then,
Another Brotherhood working
it's
party
settled.
set out on their way. Did they have their hammers with them this time?
Gul'dan. Why do we have Guld? We have Gul'dan here. I'm gonna grab those 3.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I can maybe that to defend, right? Maybe not.
This is a little frustrating. I mean, here I sit trying to point out all the outposts and workers that threaten the dungeon. And the naive evil sits there twiddling its thumbs and making no attempt to attack anything.
No,
Are my
no
warnings
attacks.
worth less just because I don't have my own avatar in the game?
True. That's the fact. We're just gonna run into it. Ooh, that's a large army. Alright, let's kill the outpost, I suppose.
Cold as ice, the hard-bitten evil's troops flattened another Brotherhood outpost.
Payday.
Let's destroy all those. I suppose.
Corrupted evil's undead masses extinguished another Brotherhood outpost. It happened so fast that I didn't even have time to come up with a nice pun.
third one. There's another one here. Let's keep advancing until we don't have troops left. Sounds like a good idea. There you go, one less. Can't we go up? Oh, we can. Oh, that's a lot.
Enemies have
The reconnoitering Eagles units had finally reached the Brotherhood fortress. However, everything pointed towards a massive defensive effort. The path forward would be one at a time.
Okay, the catapult here is a bit annoying. Ha!
And another squad of workers marched out to set up an outpost. This was slowly turning into a true labor movement.
Oh, they constructed this? We didn't destroy it? Or they just reconstructed it? Maybe they did. Alright, let's see. We have one. I have a lot of dead. We're gonna wait for them to revive a bit. Then we'll come back for more.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Normally, the corrupting eagle would have followed the narrator's instructions, like me, and intercepted the workers and destroyed the outposts.
Yeah.
Obviously, neither had happened, for a bird gang had once again reached an expanded camp and then simply marched in the overpowered evil's dungeon.
Yes. Alright, let's go out and try to do a better shot this time. Up. Yeah, we tried not stopping any outposts. Didn't work out so well. So we're gonna try killing all the outposts. I mean, it worked as expected, but didn't kill us. I expected it to kill us a little bit. Apparently you have a lot of freedom when it comes to cleaning outposts. I want to clean the orcs. Pretty sure I don't need to, but then again I could be wrong. Yeah, max damaged. Lol. And the orcs are gonna die here.
Cold as ice, the hard-bitten evil's troops flattened another Brotherhood outpost.
Do we kill the tower and try to get through? I think that's what we do. Even if the defense is gonna be quite ugly. Can attack the outpost from behind. They came from behind. Right, so I'm gonna desecrate that ground. Do this.
The unscrupulous evil's troops cut through the Brotherhood outpost like a hot knife through a snow cone.
They do send a lot of troops. Good for XP, I guess.
Cold as ice, the hard-bitten evil's troops flattened another Brotherhood outpost.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Right. That is much better. There's one last tower to kill, and there's this. sure what happens if I kill this. Probably nothing good. There we go. We can move back. And we can TP.
So this is an ice region, isn't it? I might start to cry.
Alright, so now that we cleaned, tell me they're just gonna come to the dungeon. Don't tell me they're setting outposts. I'm gonna die. Don't want that happen ever. Alright, so we did resurrect almost everybody. Yes, everybody's alive. Gonna grab healthy boys. Just gonna grab those guys. And then we're gonna grab those girls. This guy. And then the healthy boys. And then this guy. And we're gonna drop everybody right here.
And again, you workers set out to build an outpost. Do you think these waves are eventually going to get wretchedly boring? I mean, do you think people will really want to play that? It's so repetitive. What? No, I know. I wasn't hired on for game design. I'll just go back to reading my lines. Hopefully, someone was hired.
That's it? We need to go out to stop them from doing the outpost thing. Well, we could kill the outpost after they build it, I don't really care.
Damn
Kind
it,
of-
honestly, you let another troop of workers get through? Okay, no more excuses. Destroy those outposts and don't let any more workers get through.
Sure, good sir. He's so angry. So that's the first one. So by the time they tell you this thing is happening, you're actually quite far already.
The Ice Eagle's troops destroyed a Brotherhood outpost. Cool.
Could actually tell them to go here. Oh, there's a tome. HP? HP. Or whoever grabs it, I don't really care, honestly. Okay, I guess we meet them first. Humans. Petty humans. I think if we kill the the orcs, we have access to the exit that leads us to the back of the base and we don't have to fight
When the
catapults.
corrupting evil's troops reached a hill in the middle of the fields of Elsa, they were astonished to find themselves looking down at a horde camp. What was it doing here? It didn't look like they were settling in for the long run. It looked more like they were simply passing through. Where were they headed? It didn't matter. The fratricidal evil would simply eliminate this competition.
They're on their way to the Ritual Mountain. You have to head over there yourself. The Ritual.
I said it doesn't matter. We can clear that up later after the chaos and bloodshed.
Bloodshed? That's what I live for. Well, undead for.
That's the spirit.
You're not much help.
That didn't matter, it says. Okay. We should get engaged
It's
that one.
payday.
Yeah, cool. And now I can lure them to go here, and they should go there. Perfect. Can start digging here, because why not? So we can dig that, this.
The Horde dungeon was in ruins, and the corrupting evil now had another path to the surface from which it could emerge to torment the good people living there.
Good stuff. So they are coming out from here. I could grab everybody after they're done. Can grab them and just put them there.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Alright, let's grab everybody here. And then we'll select everybody and we'll go out and finish this. One dead, probably. Come on everybody. They're good people, they say.
Another group of workers once again shuffled off to build an outpost. Was there anyone awake at the corrupting evils to stop this troop at least? The eagle-eyed evil discovered a horde camp in the forest. It would be overjoyed to send its units out there to destroy the greenskin.
Yeah, we have texts. We are a little bit experienced.
So the pathetic horde's last surviving warrior also bit the dust. Suddenly, entirely new vistas opened up for the delighted evil. One could almost say the ice was finally broken.
So, yeah, it was finally broken.
The Brotherhood had actually managed to erect an outpost. The failing evil was a little ashamed. At least, it should be.
No, it's not. It's been my strategy since the start to not stop them. Why would I be ashamed? Well, I guess you can work, I suppose. I don't mind too much. Right, where is it? Here?
Corrupting evil's units rolled over the Brotherhood outposts like a mighty glacier, only much more quickly.
So I suppose this is the way from behind, like usual.
Payday!
More orcs. I don't know, I like the orcs. Don't mind them. But the corrupting evil don't like them. So. Can I catch them? I think I can.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Oh, wow. Wow, they're gonna take a while to get here. So they all do 11 damage when they are maxed. That's interesting to know. Finally. Time to end this. There's no more demons here, yeah. Everyone is out in the open.
The corrupting evil units fought their way on through the icy forest. It seemed as if they were slowly nearing the Brotherhood's oh-so-good fortress. They would soon put an end to all that brotherly love. Wily Evil's mindless army had laid waste to another stretch of land, and lo and behold, the forest opened up to show a path out. The Brotherhood fortress was certain to lie in that direction.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Another Brotherhood working party set out on their way. Did they have their hammers with them this time?
Oh no, we're gonna actually destroy them. It's fine. I guess the end.
The hydrophilic evil had once again transformed a group of workers into popsicles. Flavor, blood orange.
Popsicles.
Payday.
She was stuck for her. Yeah, obviously attacking all the battles from below was a bad idea. Oh, there's one here. I was wondering what was happening. Okay, time to finish this, I suppose. That's
Allow
it?
me to break the ice. Brotherhood, corrupting evil, the Brotherhood. Now, kill.
Alright.
The Ice Palace, I mean the Brotherhood Fortress, fell. The last debris sank into the snow. The corrupting evil had triumphed and now controlled the frozen fields of Elsa. The way was now free.
Elsa.
You fool! You're not ready! The others will crush you if the priestess doesn't.
Him again? Okay. I'm going to insist on a must not be interrupted by strange frock wearers clause in my contract. Nevertheless, he had a point. The corrupting evil was not yet strong enough for a major confrontation. It would require another malicious act to strengthen itself. Following this insight, and because it had no choice but to submit to the narrator's whim, the corrupting evil turned its gaze to the southwest. There lay the Fountain of Youth. The Alliance's elves have been drinking from these ancient springs for centuries, and this has made them immortal. The
Aw.
death-bringing evil would put this immortality to the ultimate test.
Alright.
The corrupting evil had to increase its power by performing another evil deed. The Fountain of Youth, an ancient spring that granted the pixies and elves of the Alliance immortality, made a perfect target. It would be easy to desecrate the Fountain of Youth and then feast on those goody-goody whiners' pain.
Goody goody whiners. Alright.